Well, good evening. It's, after this morning's episode of the computer turning itself off and all that sort of stuff, I'm actually wondering, I'm going to give it a bit of time just to make sure. Hi, Kim, I can see your comment. So it's looking like there is that happening. I'm just going to whiz over. Why isn't that showing in my I'm just going over to that's not working. Um, my Facebook page. I'm just going to have a look at my Facebook page to see if it's showing that I'm doing the live because I had that big error of sorts that happened this morning. It is saying that I'm live. I'm just going to yes, good. So it is live. I'm just going to get out of those so that I'm running as lean as I can in case it was something like that this morning. It was an issue, and it's taken me pretty much all day to work through whatever the problem was. And I still don't really know. So, good evening, Kim. Lovely to have you here. Oh, you're funny this morning. Well, it froze and then it just turned off. The computer turned off, and I was going to oh, yeah, it has taken me pretty much all up till 3 o'clock, I think, of fiddling around, waiting for upload, for restart, and then I updated the operating system. So there was one that needed to update. So it is important these days, especially with the way the programs are so sophisticated, that you do need to actually keep up to date with upgrades, updates, and all the rest with programs and apps, with your operating system, especially, and the apps. So, hi, Joe. Lovely to see you here. Um, Peanuts is going quite well. She had her next visit was this afternoon to have the next, the bandage swap around just to keep an eye on what is the residual wounding. And it's coming along quite well considering it's only 3 weeks ago on Wednesday that she had the op. So it's healing quite well, really. Um, this time she's got a yellow bandage on. It looks quite cute. It's lovely to have her progressing, and she is putting the weight on it and able to walk a bit easier with it, I think. So it's looking pretty good, I think. And hi, Diane. Now, I don't know if Leanne's going to be able to join in. I have sent her the link, but she may or may not be near her phone or otherwise. I really don't know. It's one of those things with what she and her family are experiencing, the unknown of timelines with many things. And I haven't been diligent in keeping in touch. So, hey, that's all right to ask early, Diane. I've got a different way of doing it tonight as well. So, yeah, I don't know if it'll work or not. Oh, that happening too. Pressing buttons again, yeah, it will be a bit probably. I don't know. Let's see what turns up. And the other thing is, I plain forgot to add the destination for Leanne's live. What do you call it? Her page. So if someone can share into Leanne Winston Psychic Medium that this is live, that would be helpful because I'm looking at what I've got in my scheduled at the top, and her page isn't in there. So um, it's something I don't know why it didn't, because I usually do have. So this is going to my YouTube channel, my Facebook profile, like my regular personal profile, and my Ros Boundy page, and also to mytimetv.live. And normally I'd have it going direct into Leanne Winston Psychic Medium, but for some reason that probably was one of those buttons I pressed and goofed it. So if someone could share that to that page, it'd be wonderful. So, and Alison, good evening. You've been so busy, so glad to finally catch up. That's good. Yeah, I have been busy with most of the day today chasing computer things. I actually even ended up deleting the Google Chrome browser completely and reinstalled that as well. So that's how deep I needed to go with trying to fix this problem. And I'm hoping it worked. I am hoping it worked. So, oh, I think you've already put that one up there. You have. So that's a double up. But that's all right. Hopefully, I'm not going to get too confused by all this. And hi, Dee. Wow, lovely to see you. So, been a while. It has. Will your payment reassessment with Centrelink be successful, please? What I'm getting straight away with that is a yes. So put that to the ethers that it is successful already. So don't just leave it, let it go. It's going to be successful. So um, I think as soon as we let go of the worry and the thinking around it and starting to doubt again, that's where things go a bit, "Ugh," you can change what the outcome is. So just say, yep, it's successful. It's all going through. It's fine. And Joe, you're asking earlier as well. And Tash, good evening. About bringing better than you were yesterday. Oh, I like that. Being better than you were. Look, it's also about not having judgment around it, but learning and growing in whatever way we need to, as well as what I feel around that. So, hey, how are you, Michaela? Um, yeah, we're going to get to the cards. I'll show you just for a bit of fun, and if we finish early, that's what we do. Because after all that I've been staring at a screen today, goodness, I haven't even done my edits on a manuscript I'm doing. So yeah, isn't life like that? So, oh, thank you, Dee. I mean, it is. It's a belief and trust that what your actual thoughts are and the intention that you're putting to it. Oh shit, hang on. Oh, I said that word, didn't I? Is that the sound of the heater too loud for you? Because I don't want to freeze. um, but I will turn it down so that you don't like, as in turn it off if you'd like. So where did I get up to? I got up to here, didn't I? So it was, yeah, how are we and peanuts? Yeah, look, cheers going well. It's actually not too bad. Whoops, my finger is scrolling poorly there. Second time today. It is, isn't it, Carolyn? Yeah, great to see you again. Whoa! I am getting some of the scrolls happening. It's going fast. You're commenting so quickly. It's lovely to see. Thank you. I love the sharing. And your current partner's struggling. Is it going to get better? And look, communicate, get strong. Any messages, please? Straight away, I've actually just got a feeling of a warning around that one as far as it really needs to be worked on. And that, you know, with that struggle, it is something you're saying communication, it is something that's the struggle to get that communication going. It does need to be worked on and keep it going. So, as in good, you can't hear the heater, it's going right now. So, um, now, and Michaela, you're okay. Had to work early today, so I missed the morning. You missed a bit of the computer just went and turned itself off. So I haven't halfway through basically. So not many got the last half because I just couldn't keep going. I couldn't do it. It just decided to turn itself off, and I have, like I've said, I've had some perseverance in getting it where I am here. So, oh, and the other thing I've got too. Oh, look, I shouldn't do that, should I? I'll share that in a minute. Good, you can't hear. Good. And your heater's on as well. Well, it's too jolly cold, isn't it? Good evening, Sarah. How are you? It has been a perfect day. And good, everyone's saying that you can't hear it. And hellos to everyone. Um, I've had some gardeners in the yesterday and today to do some things around like lawn mowing and a bit of tree trimming, cutting down, but also an old swing setup that was really, really solid timber that I jokingly called the gallows because As you came around the street corner and glanced this way, it really looked like a gallows. So I'm really pleased the gallows is gone. It's done. So pleased about that. And I will be sharing a little video of that when I can edit that tomorrow because the computer wouldn't let me do it today. So there we go. And hi, Diane. Lovely to see you too, and for everyone. And thank you, Naomi. You love my hair. I washed it this morning and haven't done a thing with it since. It feels to me a bit woolly because I've been out and about and doing lots of different things. But thank you for that. So, what I'm going to do tonight is have a sip of part of what I did through the day yesterday was order for a Coles. You know how you do the click and collect stuff. So, and a really good friend of mine last night was enjoying her gin and tonic, and I thought, "Oh, I've run out. I must do that." And that's when I did my order because she mentioned Woolworths have their whatever your alcohol, the place that's usually with Woolworths now. And I thought, "Oh, it's not." See, I don't buy much, so our local Coles, that's where is closest for me, and they do have a liquor store. And I thought, oh, I'm going to have a look at you do the online shopping, and there's gin. So I've got a bottle. This one is rhubarb and ginger flavored gin, and it's actually very nice because I've got some rhubarb cooked in the fridge, ready to do some little pies a bit later in one of those pie maker thingies. Dead easy to do. So I thought I'd have the rhubarb gin to go with the rhubarb pies, but I'm going to have a gin first. And it's not a strong rhubarb flavour. I like the little touch of ginger in the gin. Oh God, I have only had one, but it's fun. It's a lovely mix. Now, what I've got that I'm going to do tonight, because I dare say it's going to be our group, since I didn't put in Leanne's page, bugger. So you've tried the flavoured gins as well. I only ever used to just go for the Gordon. Oh, is it Gordon's? Just the regular stuff. I'd never tried the flavoured one. So this is the first flavoured gin that I've actually had, and it's very nice. I got another one, because there was a 2-for-1 special like a lot of those places do. So the other one I've got is blood orange and yuku or something like that. Never heard of it. It tickled my fancy to see what the hell is that, and it's red. So I'm looking forward to having that at some point. So I do not know. Hang on, where are we? I got to that one, didn't we? Yes. And can Leanne visit if she's able? I just don't know. I haven't had any confirmation. I haven't seen anything. And I don't, because of the trouble I had this morning, I'm not going to leave a Facebook page open to check it. So if she pops in, I'll see it. If she doesn't, well, that's just unfortunate. Because I know that she's had erratic things over the last few weeks, really. So you love gin, Naomi? You've tried Ginny Pig? What? No, never tried that. They do a lovely spiced fig gin. Husband and wife team gave up nursing. Oh, McLaren Vale. Yeah. See, I'd love to go back to KI now, and because used to live there for a while, and it was way before they had the gin distillery over there, though. I'd love to go back now. I've got that there as well, so that'd be really good too. Must try that because, it's nice to have a little tipple. First of many, they're really subtle. Yaku, I can't remember what it's got on the label. Yuko, Yuko. Mayfair's brand, I think. It was just in the Coles list when I looked up gins, and I thought, "Ooh, that looks nice. I wonder what it tastes like." Well, I'll find out. Not tonight. I'm not going to mix the flavours. I cracked the rhubarb one because I know I'm going to do some rhubarb pies shortly, because it only takes I don't know, 15 minutes for them to cook or something. And it's just the rolled, already prepared puff pastry that I use. There's a circle, plop, 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 lid down, that's it. That's my type of cooking. Okay, how are you? It's lovely to have you here. Now, what I've got tonight, though, that I'll go back up to the top and we'll start with this. As you can see, here is my table. Uh, you can see the shadows, and there's my hand and all the cards. Now, what I've used, this was the deck. This is the deck that I used this morning. So it's the Bluebird liniment. I've laid it out as the grand tableau. So what you can see is all 36 cards laid out in what is called the grand tableau, whatever, big table spread of what is all the cards that you'll get in a liniment. So they're actually 36 cards laid out there, 4 rows of 8, and the last 4 there. The other thing that I have sitting there is my cheat sheet, though that's not the cheat sheet. It is the cheat sheet, but for tonight, what I thought was, and it is pressing buttons and just doing some fun stuff because you know me, I like doing fun stuff. Hey, g'day, Kate. Lovely to see you tonight. Yeah, we're going to work through the cards shortly. I'm just showing you how I'm doing it tonight, and whether it works or not, I don't know. I love doing the play. So this, actually, Kat, you might recognise this. I think we did this in that little mini course I did with you. These, the houses of the Grand Tableau that is there, all of that, all that is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there, and you keep going until down to the 36. So that is exactly what I've done here. So this is what I'm doing. They're all in their numbered order. But the reason I'm doing that is because what I'm doing here is a spinner. And I'm going to start at the start and we'll go through each one of your names. And I'm going to spin it and hold the card up. And this is your card reading. Okay, so are you all okay with trying it out like that? Yeah, we did. I thought so, Kat. Yep. I'll be revisiting and rewriting that course a little bit to offer it again soon too, Kat. And here we go. We've got yours is first, Kim, because you were first in line. So here we've got Fox. Now, Fox is number. The one thing I didn't do, do you know what? All of that's just so far away, it's hard to read. Where's the fox? There. Okay. So I've got to basically switch. Right, fox for Kim. There we go. It's number. I can't read that cheat sheet. It's too far away, and I need. So here's your card, Kim. The fox. Oh, hang on. So, what's happening around you at the moment? The message is the fox is sly, a friend is too. Someone may try to deceive you with wily glances. The renard snaps. Evade deception and beware old traps. I gather it must be a different word for a fox or a female fox or something. Renard. That might be something you need to Google up because I have no idea. But what I'm getting from that is just beware your back. There's something happening with a friend that might be planning or manipulating or chatting, the gossipy stuff behind your back. Really suss out what your gut reaction is around one of your friends. Okay? Or make sure that you're not being that for another, okay, to another or something like that. Now we've got Joe next. So I've got to go like this. We're going to have a bit of visual switching, I think, in between. So what you've got is the rider. Now I do know where that one is. That's number 1, way up here. You're going to get my arm a bit through this. There's just a different way of doing them. And here we go, the rider. Although on this deck, see how it's got the cavalier? I do not, in the general sense, it's the rider because it's a person riding a horse. Heed well good news from the cavalier, impassioned views promise good cheer. Sadness that hides veiled in the day, once disguised, soon flies away. For me, because it's the start of the full deck, as in one, it's a new journey and something that's beginning. So, what it is saying is there's good news for something coming forward for you and good cheer. If you're sad, it'll go away quickly. And one of the things with the Grand Tableau is that um, when you do a full reading, and I only did one the other day, you do take into consideration the cards that surround particular subjects that you're actually reading, whether it's career, work, love, interest, that sort of thing. So that's your card there, Joe, for the start of something new for you and the emphasis on that. Hang on, just got to switch that back to the iPad, don't I? Diane, you're next. Here we go. See what you get. Hey! And this is the other thing. There, I forgot about the sound effects. It's just another thing that the Lily is number, I don't know, can't remember. Which one is it? Let's see, here it is, number 30. There we go. Oh, yeah, I've got it at the table, haven't I? So here we go. Lilies are white, green leaves surround. I hate it how it does that. Goes fuzzy. Lilies are white, green leaves surround. The outlook is bright and passion will abound. When this card rests higher, it means good disposition. The card resting lower is a dubious position. And that is referring to the relevance in where the card is in all of these 36 when they are shuffled and laid at random, because you'll have different energies around where it is actually placed. But what it's doing is saying wonderful, emotional, but in the respect of enjoyment and passion and things that you love doing. So it's where it's directing you at the moment is to really enjoy everything that you're doing. And I'm going to sneeze in a minute because I could feel it coming. Sorry. Oh, sorry about that. So that's a lovely card for you to have there, Di or Diane. So yes, and yeah, I love that. Yeah, I like how you guys know I do the pressing buttons. It's lovely. So for you, Alison, it's yours now. We'll go to the spinner. I won't do the sound effects. I'll just leave it as being the spinner doing its ta-da. Ooh, so you've got the birds. Let's go back to the cards. Birds. Right there at 12. Here we go. And the fact that these cards too help you become more familiar with the regular playing cards, the correlation of which card it actually is that the birds is. So that would actually be 7 of diamonds. So here we go with the birds bring a message full of cheer. If this card falls distant, all is not clear. Whatever the outcome, remain without fear. Woes will be brief when the birds disappear. Aren't they gorgeous? Have an awareness, Alison, of what is around you, like as far as keeping an eye on birds that are in your presence. So if you see something that's like an owl, it's wisdom coming through. If you see something that's like the magpie, it's inquisitiveness and that type of thing. Now feel the energy of what the birds are saying to you as well when you see them close by. And really touching and connecting with the energy of the spirit of the birds too, or the soul, or whichever way you're feeling it. And aren't they rather gorgeous? I'm just going to hold up a bit there. And I think they are the bluebirds that are the naming of the deck. It is the bluebird deck. Beautiful, isn't it? Righty, righty. Now let's go to the next one. Joe, I think I did yours, didn't I? D. Here we go. And I know, yeah, definitely feel that. So let's just see what the cards have for you tonight. What one you're going to be able to anchor into. Here we go, the energy of the anchor. So I am feeling that double assurance that what you're going to where is it down there? What you're going to have coming in is anchoring in and gaining that stability in whatever way. Oh yeah, I'm at the table. In whatever way it's showing up for you, and feel the full energy of how that anchor really is bringing it in and holding that space for you. So, what we've got is the anchor's a sign of a stable event, basked in sunshine, secure and content. When the anchor's some distance away from you, hope will fade and leave life askew. So, this, because it's not a full Gronta blow reading, but I'm just picking them off the table. If, for instance, the lady was somewhere and this was above it, that makes it more of the instant, it is present close to you. But once it's distance from you as the lady, see here, we've got, oh, hang on, let me show you. See here how the anchor itself is actually under the lady. So you are the querent and the lady. So it's going to be just a little bit like it's going to be very clear because it's right next to you in those nine. And it really does make that a strong influence, even though this isn't actually for a spread as such. Okay. I hope that that's going to really confirm for you and believe it and trust it. Okay. And we've got Tash next. And here we go. Going to roll it round. Let's go roll, roll, roll. What have you got? Oh, the cross. Now that is card 36. I do already know that one. There's a few in my head that I know already without having to look them up. And you think after the number of years I've been doing them, I'd remember them. Nah, I just don't bother because I just read them as they lay. I don't memorise the card to what keyword they are. So 36 is the cross. A cross weaves pain. Historically sad. A distance too close means tidings are bad. Suffering increases when the cross is near, but burdens can lift if you persevere. So, what I feel when I see the cross is trusting in yourself and your own beliefs, number one, that it is that type of a feeling for me, that we do need to be trusting our own, and it is our connection with spirit, it is our connection and knowing of how our body acts, reacts, and gives us those gut feelings with what the energy surrounding us is actually giving us as messages. And that energy can be direct messages from spirit. So believe and trust in that. It also meaning that there's some things that you're on a completion of needing to hold for yourself that you need to give back to the person who is responsible for them, as in a load that you've been bearing or something like that, Tash. So you need to let it go and let them do what they need to be doing. Okay. So we're back to there. And Michaela, I think yours is next, isn't it? Because I don't think I've done one for you yet. No, cool, goody. Uh-oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I just had a different message come up. And that's what the Mighty Mouse will do. It slips to the previous screen if you're not careful. Okay, here we go. For you, Michaela. What have we got for you? Now, keep in mind that this energy around these cards, I like to say for, because it's a weekly event, that this is the energy that's probably going to hold for you for around the week until we see each other again. So we've got the fox again, and that's going to be for you, Michaela. I will reread. Oh, I've got to go back to the table. Fox is number 14. Whoops, up there. See, it's sat above the crossroad. 14 is the fox is sly and it doesn't want to focus. So I think it's a bit not 100%. I'm just going to tap into it. Just we'll have a look. The fox is sly, a friend is too. Someone may try to deceive you with wily glances, the rennered snaps, evade deception and beware old traps. So it's a two-way responsibility. And I think because that was just straight after I'd mentioned with the cross and tapping into our trust and our own gut feelings and intuition, really acknowledge that for yourself as well. Remember, all the cards are actually for all of us in one way or another. But this is more for your focus is to be wary of what feelings you have around certain people, that someone is actually being a little bit slow or not quite honest is what I'm feeling. And and I think it's not saying in a judgmental way that that makes it bad. I think what it's also meaning is that they're not comfortable enough to be vulnerable in wanting to share everything, and it feels like some form of tension that's bringing forward that reluctance. And it's not so much a slyness I'm feeling, it's more like maybe just ask them, are they okay? And they may be able to open up for you to share in a way that is actually meaningful for you. Okay? Because we do like to actually help each other. It's a natural instinct. In my view, that's what we do. We do have that. And yeah, anyway, there's a whole lot of psychology stuff that I'm not qualified for. So I'll leave it at that. Now, Carolyn, I don't think I've done one for you either. So let's get going with this one. What are we going to do for you? Get for you, I mean. What are we having? Oh, the side. Oh, what number's the side? I should actually have put the numbers on those, and then I can just look them up. Side is there we go. Oh, hang on, because you could almost tell me. Look for it. There it is. I nearly didn't have it. So here we go. The side is number 10, and it is the page, which would be the Jack of Diamonds, I would imagine. The scythe cuts bare, danger stalks too. Of strangers beware, they can harm you. If nearby cards hold favourable view, with swift action you'll overcome too. So that's basically meaning if this has positive cards, because there sort of is a feeling of positive, negative around the Lenormands. There's some more favourable than others, that are nicer than others in the way we interpret. So it's just meaning putting the positives there. I feel, with the side, it's a tool, and it's something that, yes, it can be dangerous because it's a sharp tool. It's got a blade. But the sharper it is, the easier it can be to actually harvest that is it's designed for. It's meant to harvest wheat and, the cereal crops, the crops out and the grass, things like that, as far as it's like the original mower. But it's, to do the stoops of hay, you cut, and all of that, you grow your crops in the field, and you've got a harvester. This is the tool that was used. It certainly can be, if misused, a very dangerous instrument. So be wary of how you're handling knives, but it's also making sure that they are sharp to give that nice easy edge, easy cut, so that you're reducing that danger, because a blunt knife creates more danger than a sharp one. I just know that. Okay, so really get into your tools, make sure they're fit for purpose, and use them well, because your harvest is coming in, is what I feel with this one. So, what you've been working for, you're going to harvest. Okay. And did I do one for you yet, Alison? I have a funny feeling you were in pretty early, weren't you? Oh, that was Joe. Oh no, yeah, you were. So cool. So we've done that one. I won't need to do that. And Kim, we've done yours. I'm just going down the list like I usually do. And Michaela, Kim, Sarah. We're up to Sarah's. So let's switch over to the wheel. There we go. And see what you're having for the next week. Oh, well done. You've got the clover. And the clover is number 2. I already know that one. And a few of them I do know easily. So here we go with the clover. Actually, I quite like the way this one's drawn or painted. Is it painting? I think they are based on paintings. Anyway, let's see if that's going to focus. Flowers surrounded in clover leaf mean happiness surmounted over grief. Bits of luck and fortune await. You have the potential to make life great. What more can we say to that? You've got good luck coming. It's here for the whole week. Put that intention out there that everything that you touch, Sarah, is going to work out so well and be in everyone's best interest, I'm feeling, so that what you are going to step into in your work is, well, it's working perfectly. And I just feel like it's just going to become that nice, easy flow for the next week until we're back again, isn't it? Now, who is next? I've done Tash. I can see that there's a lot of the names repeating now. Diana Bassini, have I done yours? Because I know it was Diane. Let's try Diane Wilson before because she's got Bart the dog, the gorgeous little foxy. So here we go. Oh, I think I've got a flow coming now here with the rest. Okay, here we go, Diane. And what we've got for you is, oh, you've got the cross as well. Okay, they're rolling through, aren't they? So for you, here again for you, Diane. I came up to that, didn't I? So a cross weaves pain historically sad. Distance too close means tidings are bad. Sufferings increases when the cross is near, but burdens can lift if you persevere. What I'm actually feeling for you, Diane, is um, it actually feels like a grief pattern is completing and lifting. So I'm sensing that there has been some loss or grief or something happening along that line in the last, actually, I'd say it's probably been a few years. So it's lifting. Trust, let it flow, let that energy finally let go so that you can say to that last one, lift. The burdens are lifting if you persevere. You don't actually have to do anything for that to happen now. Allow that flow to just release itself so that you can feel memories. It's an M word. So there's something that's going to be happening that brings back those beautiful memories, and not so much of that sadness. Although it's still going to be there, it feels to me a completion of a grief pattern for you. Okay, so thank you for being here as well. And Naomi, because you love my hair. It's not because of that. Do you a card. Anyway, whoops, the button is slipping. My mouse is being too efficient. Here we go. So what we've got for you is, ooh, stork. Now, what number is the stork? I've got to try and find it. Yaha, 17. Here we go. Because some of the depictions are quite a bit different to what I'm used to with this deck. So it was over here near the dot. So stork is card 17. Stork in flight promises delight. Ah, a stork in, gee, that's frustrating, isn't it? A stork in range signals change, which I'd say means a stork close. Progress heals pain drawn from the past. Embrace kindness and new friendships will last. My goodness, that's an entirely different type of messaging than what I get through the Gilded Reverie, for instance. And this is the Queen of Hearts as the regular card decks, your playing card decks. So this stork is in flight, but what is coming to mind is more of what is the cartoons where a stork in flight is the one bringing the babies. I think it's new change. I think what you're getting is going to be new change. Is there going to be a new baby in the family or something as well? So there could be, there is change. There's something going to be around change. So a stork is going to bring that change. Um, I'm not sensing which way it's going to be, though. So there could be even some choice that you're going to make, and this is what I'm feeling. There could be a choice that you're going to make that will be relevant for a big change in your life. So trust that pathway and the gut feeling you're getting around that one, okay? Did I do yours, Diane? I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did, because we were commenting about all the gins. Yum. Which I'm going to just have another sip too. Now we've got K, and I'm not on that. Forgot to change the screen. I should take the sip while I'm not in view. Here we go. Here we go for you, K. Ooh, the sun. Sun energy is over here. Look, hang on, I'll change that. Hit the button first. It's way over there in number 29. Oh, no, it's not. 31. I went the wrong way. Sun is warm. Look at that. It's an ace of diamonds. Um, doesn't the light sparkle on diamonds very nicely? And we've got the sunshine for that with this one. So the sun is warm and brightens the day. Good luck has begun to come your way. The closer your location, you bask in sweet bliss. Energy abounds in summer's radiant kiss. And wasn't it, well, here it was absolutely a perfect day. The sun was shining, and no, I wouldn't say warm, but it was certainly better than it has been, as far as it wasn't freezing cold and it wasn't raining, and it was just beautiful sunshine. I did enjoy looking outside from my office space because, as you know, I was still trying to mess around with this computer and get it working right. So I was sitting here and it was beautiful out there and watching the gardeners do their thing. I don't mind watching anyone work at any time. It was good. Good to see it all progress. So you, Kay, are going to feel that wonderful blessing of the sun's kiss through this next week. And it is going to bring energy and abundance for you. It just has that full on feeling, it glowing and really warming up the energy to keep it flowing. That's what I'm feeling as well, too. So um, take that sunshine and really allow it to absorb into your complete fields, of all of whatever opportunity you can to grab sunshine. Look, even if it's a little dull, it's still the sun, isn't it? The energy is still there. It's just our atmosphere that holds it back. And energy moves through everything. So for you, Kat, change around the screen. We've got a stalk for you as well. Geez, this is a quick one, isn't it? You won't forget what that means. So we will quickly repeat what the verse is that's on there. A stalk in flight, if it could focus. Ah, right. Oh, this camera. A stalk in fright. A stalk in flight. This is the gin. A stalk in flight promises delight. A stalk in range signals change. Progress heals pain drawn from the past. And embrace kindness, and new friendships will last. So I'm actually feeling the connection with other people, the changing, it almost feels like a changing guard and moving through. It's almost like networking, moving through and whoever you're connecting with. It's creating those new pathways, the new, it feels like new opportunities is what I'm getting for you. Now, you did go somewhere interstate for work recently, didn't you? So I think that might be a furthering of that, actually. So there we go. I've got lots of already who we've connected with, and Sarah Louise. Good evening to you. Now, I don't know that I've seen your name before, or I may have. I usually look at the avatar photos and recognize people from that, as into what, yeah, I don't know. A very interesting one you've got there. Lovely to have you here. Now, here's going to be your card. Let's see what it's bringing forward for you. And remember, this is spirit connection. Whatever we do bring forward, even in this way of fun, is still connecting with spirit and the message that they've brought for us. Um, God, Tower, that one. Oh, hang on. I haven't changed it over. Tower is number 19, almost right in the centre there. So here we go. We haven't had this one tonight yet. Oh, I'm feeling a growth spurt for you. A lone tower stands erect. Nah, what's it saying? Oh, come on. This silly camera. Right, a lone tower stands confident and secure. Ground your strength in all that is pure. When troubles surround, weakness may come, problems that abound you must overcome. Um, I'm not feeling the problems. What I'm feeling for you is growth spurt. It just feels like there's the opportunity for you to really take in the knowledge that you're learning and put it to good use and grow it feels like your life experience muscles rather than a work one, but it will be relevant for your workspace as well. Um, I think just trust that path. It feels It almost feels like you're getting the message to only take in what is useful for you and wise for you to continue onward with. And let the information that you know and that your gut is telling you is useless information that you're wasting your time with. You'll know that by how your gut feels, God, this is a waste, it's almost like, gosh, this is a waste of time, or whatever way you would express that. And tap into the areas that you know that are interesting to you and that you feel on that trust spirit pathway that you're going to need for your further growth in your work and, well, family as well, because it's part of life balance, but that you're going to actually grow your strong foundation to grow what you're doing next. Okay, that's what I'm feeling for you. So there's something that you're needing to pick up, not necessarily in a formal education, but life experience, but let go of the stuff that's not serving you, that you're really not learning from, that you feel is wasting my time. This isn't worth it. That type of feeling's what I'm getting for you there, Sarah Louise. So thanks for popping in. And there we go. So regard is another name for a fox. Is it? I'm just going to have another look at what that actually says. Renard. It's Renard. I think you've got an auto correct there. The dictionary. Renard is another name for fox. I think I probably did look that up once upon a time. And Naomi, I don't think, have I done one for you yet? I don't know that I have. Yes, I must, Naomi. Yes, I have done a little bit further up. So I think we've probably gone through everyone so far. And because Diane, you're saying the thank you, lovely card. Oh, thank you. I just love the way of being able to do it in this way. Look, it's fun, isn't it? It is. And I thought I'd put that up. So thank you. Birds are beautiful. You saw a kookaburra today. It showed you its meal before it ate it. Oh, and a kestrel. Now they're bigger, aren't they? A few weeks ago, flew right in front of you 3 times, flapping its wings. Looked straight at you. Wonderful. Rainbow lorikeet. It's a long message, so it's not showing the whole thing. And 2 rainbow lorikeets tapped the window when making lunch today. Oh, I love the rainbow lorikeets. They always try to get your attention. Now, I was reading something on one of my Facebook page things just as I was going through, at least while I was doing stuff with the Mac, that I could at least look through some of my things on the iPad. So I was reading, do not feed magpies and birds mincemeat, bread, and those types of things. Just do what is their normal seed or worms, bugs. Water your lawn or whatever patch you might have to encourage those natural foods that they're meant to eat. they'll come to the surface and you'll still get the birds coming in for the feed. But feeding birds mincemeat and stuff like that really does deform their babies and stuff, and it kills them. Don't do it. But it's lovely that you've got the birds there. It's one of the things I'm wanting to attract into my garden is the birds and the bees. That sounds funny when you say it like that, doesn't it? And Kat, you said, "Oh, card for work," and it did work out that that's what it was. So there you go. Charisse, lovely to see you here for the first time. I hope you're still here because it says 2000, so that was 20 minutes ago. Let's do the wheel for you. We'll go back to the iPad. So we've got Charisse, and here we go. Be lovely to know where you're from, Charisse. Oh, you've got the tree. Now, what card is that one? Oops, hang on. I'll go back over to where the table setup is. I've just got to find it. Oh, it's right up the top, so I'm leaning right over for that one. As much as they are a small card, you can see how small they are in my hand. It still takes a whole, like the whole of my fold-up table to fit them on for this Grand Tableau spread, the way it's laid out. So one tree from earth is best to see. It springs from birth, good health for thee. And if the tree should reappear close to the current, your goal is near. So that's just referring to where in the position when a grand tableau spread is done, when this card would be near you as the lady, because I'm assuming you are a lady with that sort of name, Charisse, that that if, for instance, this card was there near the lady, well, then what goal you've set, what you're actually wanting to or put into place in your life, that goal is coming very close. It's prominent. It's going to be soon. So it is bringing what I'm feeling is that the right pattern, the right way of doing things. What am I feeling? The groundedness, like being grounded and drawing up from earth energy and allowing that flow through the meridians and the chakras as it is meant to be and flowing through those veins of what would be the tree, but it's actually flowing through your energy fields. Oh, shit. That scared the shit out of the. She scared me with the way she shook. Sorry about that, people. I wasn't expecting that. Yes, I put her collar back on. I think she's probably wanting to go out for the toilet. I might need to go because I can't let her out by herself with the bandage on her leg. She's got to have a plastic bag over it so it doesn't get wet and all that sort of stuff. And last night I wasn't quick enough when she needed to go. So this is good health. It really is bringing that connection you're needing, and the message that for you at the moment, Charisse, be grounded. Make sure that you are connecting and tapping into that drawing up of the energy that is the connection towards spirit, and bringing it fully into your space. I think she's laid back down again, so she's probably okay at the moment. And we'll go over to Raywin because I can see that Raywin's here. I think Peanuts is behaving okay at the moment. We'll do it this way quickly. We might get you in for your card, Raywin. And it's the snake. Snake is about transformation, in my view, because it's where we actually do shed our skin. And snake's number 7 out of view on this table at the moment. So Vile is the viper. It's not. I'll just have a quick look, see if it brings it up. Vile is the serpent who lulls with a bite. Be not indulgent or slow to the fight. Flee every moment. She turns on the charm. This poised opponent will bring you to harm. So I do think it's about transformation and shifting out of the skin each time we learn something new and grow. We're shedding what's the old and the past. But also in the reference that this is, what you've got there is a Queen of Clubs too, isn't it? A gorgeous depiction. And it really is bringing in that sense of protection too of your space. Have that awareness of what's happening around you so that as you are going through those changing times, you're shedding a skin and stretching out and growing again, getting ready for the next growth spurt, that you are in that vulnerable moment of the shedding, that there is that further need to protect. So I don't see it personally as vile and what they do. I think it's part of that natural process of another aspect of who we are and the energies we hold. So tap into that and feel that awareness as you're trying to protect something you're needing to protect. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. So, and there's some feedback from Diane. You have grief in a few areas. Some I think you've worked through, and one is new. Okay, thank you for the feedback because, I mean, it's not a necessity to do that, but it is lovely to get some feedback. So thank you. Now, I do. And there we go. Thank you from Naomi. Now needs to bring her a house. Well, it's coming. It's coming. And there's Kay responding. You two are just so cute when you're there. So thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. And Ashika, so you're over on YouTube. I don't know if you're still there or not. So I will still do this because I've got a couple more minutes that we can. So Ashika, here's your card for the next week. Ooh, the moon energy. And the moon, I'll change it over. So the moon is number 32 over here, I think. Is it 32? Yes, it is. Let's find that camera. A beautiful, gentle, nurturing energy. So the slumbering, nah, except for the fact it doesn't want to focus. I get very frustrated with this. I bought the new camera, this one, and that because it's supposed to focus faster and it doesn't really either. So I'll swap them back. The slumbering moon, when it rises near, means that great honours are bound to appear. I've got that in. Intuition and perception soar in the night. Emotions wax and wane in the moon's light. So it is that nurturing. It is that being more in touch with the emotions and being able to have that stronger sense of intuition too. As you know, on full moons, we put our crystals out to recharge and regenerate, cleanse, and really have that beautiful energy of the moon, full moon, moving through, really cleansing and doing its thing. So if it's doing that for crystals, what's it doing for our bodies? It'd be lovely if the weather was perfect every full moon, that we can go and sleep under the full moon without clouds every time, and have that beautiful crisp light moving through us as the energies. But it doesn't always happen that way. So here we go. Beautiful energy for you there, Ashika. So it is new moon. Oh, I can't remember which date it was. I didn't even look it up. It is new moon week. There's energies around that. So it's coming up again for the full moon. Any moonlight is fantastic. But certainly on the full moon, it's got a lot more of the kick in it because of the light that does come in. So I'm feeling nurture yourself. Do something that you really love for yourself there, Ashika. So Tamara, lovely to have you here too. And I think there's just one more there that's new-ish. Let's go to this one. I think we'll do face as the last one because it's coming up for the hour. Oh, we've got the mice. Where are the mice? Where are the mice? No, I can't see them. There they are. Above the sun. Whoops, hang on. I forgot to change to the table. See where the sun is? Over there. What you've got is the mice. I like the mice in the Gilded Reverie the best. I still do. So the robber mice take your treasure. Inside the house they steal with pleasure. Hopes not forgone when this card is near. Once the mice are gone, you regain what is dear. It's basically having being open, have your eyes open. Someone is nicking stuff from you behind your back. Um, that's essentially what this is meaning. And once they're gone, the mice are gone. Like you retain what is yours, basically. But I feel when I see the mice, because I think they're just a cute little creature, yeah, they scare us when they dart in and out sometimes, but they're just taking advantage of what they're gaining because they need to eat too. And they need to be in warm places. That's why they come in winter. It's warm and it's not cold and wet, that type of thing. So they're just taking advantage. But that's the thing, someone's taking advantage of you. So do have an awareness around that. And if you need to, I'm so I'm getting the message. Ask the questions of them. If there's someone in particular you feel is doing that, ask the questions of them. Okay, darling. Did I say that? I don't normally call people darling. My apologies on that. It's a familiarity that's not. Maybe there's someone in spirit that is connected to you that's telling you darling. Okay. So here for you, Faith, we've got the next card's going to be for you. The child. Wonderful. Oh, hang on, let me shift that back. And the child's up here as card 13. And this one's a pretty little card. I love it. It's just such a gorgeous, innocent face on it. And it's also related to the Jack of Spades. I think that's what that one means. Because it would be it looks like the young man, so it's not the king. So it's the Jack of Spades. Now, 13, come on. When a sweet child smiles your way, innocence brings joy to fill your day. Friends are many, enemies are few. Embrace a fresh start in all you do. So it really is bringing in the adventure of what is next for you. When you're around people, especially in groups or going into something that does feel brand new, and and I am feeling a bit more that this is something to do with work, that there's a new or something that feels a little scary, but it's an adventure. So there's a new pathway coming for you in your workspace. So I'm almost feeling, do you work as a teacher or with children? So or is that what's going to be ahead for you? That's what I'm feeling with this. So really tap into that wonderful adventure, the sense of adventure and wonderment, excitement that children bring forward into our lives. So that's what I'm getting for you there, Faith. Wonderful energies with that. Now, let me just go have a quick look. Yes, I think that might be where I will finish it. I've just seen yours, Julie, so you're very lucky tonight. We'll go do one more, and this is yours, okay? We're just doing a stork for you, and we've already had that tonight. So what's it meaning for you? Let me just tap into energies. So it's in flight. A stork in flight promises delight. A stork in range signals change. Well, it's in range because it's been chosen for you. So progress heals pain drawn from the past. Embrace kindness and new friendships will last. So I think what it's meaning is those connections that you're making are going to be good, strong ones. It does almost feel like, for me, with the energies that you're bringing in, that there's a nice focus, that you've got yourself pointed in a direction that you're wanting to go, and it is going to bring in that new friendship that will last. So I think that's why you've got the stalk for tonight and for the next week. So explore those opportunities that you're going to be able to take part in, uh, as groups of people meeting new people. But I'm feeling this is more a bit on the social level, that there's just going to be some fun times ahead, but you've got a bit of a goal in that, and your direction is certainly with a purpose. So whether it's just something that you have decided that you want to meet with new people and get out and about a bit more. We have had some times in the last few years, haven't we, where it's been really difficult um, to shift around, well, what was the regulations that have been relaxed now, and but also still having to hold on to some of that restriction because of the numbers that are coming down with the COVID or other, the flus and the type of season that we're having. So it can be a little difficult, but it is lovely to be able to at least get out and about more now and certainly choose which way you want to protect yourself or others. And some of it can seem to be just plain common sense, but look, follow what is your intuition, like anything that we're using as the tools here to give us some direction or clarity or guidance. Trust what you're receiving with it, okay? And even to explore for yourself what is pulling you in a particular direction to learn more about it, that type of thing, and take you where you need to be going. So there you go. And there we have, your Nana called everyone, darling. Oh, isn't that amazing? Oh, that's so nice. Thank you for that feedback. And Tamara, thank you for that too. Yeah. Um, you do know who. Cool. Oh, there you go. Oh, Keza, I can't leave you without not having a roll. Let's go. I'll do that. Such a faithful, lovely. Oh, hang on, wrong thing. You haven't got the spinner. And I'll do one for you too, Caitlin, because I can see that you're there. I can see you there. What have you got? The anchor. Aha. Look at that. Let me shift it over. Now, because you sit with me, you do come in every day, every morning. You're so familiar with the Gilded Reverie, but have a look at what the difference is with this one. Is there much difference? What do you feel differently from this card when you see it? So the anchor is a sign of a stable event, vast in sunshine, secure and content. When the anchor is some distance away from you, hope will fade and leave life askew. Well, it is near because it was chosen for you. So it definitely is a strong hold, a strong, stable hold, like you're going to really be feeling things are on its right path and going well through this coming week. Whatever you choose to do, you'll be able to sit with it steadily and have it flow. It's almost like when you're out fishing in a boat and you've got the anchor holding really well and you can just fish to your heart's delight. That's what I'm feeling there. I'm not sure what that is down the bottom. I think it's a boat. Sort of looks like it. Uh, Very nice card to have there for you, Keza. So there you go. You've got yours, and I like your comment there, Caitlin. Oh, shit. Hello, Ros. Totally forgot till now, but I am going to do a spin for you, whether you're late or not. It's only a few minutes, and then we shall leave it there. I'm just, the bear. Now, where's the bear? This one, hang on, I'll change the table over. Card 15. This one is a brown bear compared to what we have with Gilded Reverie. It's still about work-ish, sort of brawny and bold. Here is the bear. Your financial positions, you should be aware. Spend your resources with wisdom and care. Use your power to be strong and fair. So that in itself, it is a bit self-explanatory, I think. It's the workhorse. The bear really is the one that really puts in that steady labour and getting things done as far as looking after itself and its family, like a mother bear does. I don't know that father bears do, but they certainly, they do look after their own territory and the rest. They are protective, they are assertive, they're probably very aggressive if they're angered. It's that sort of thing. So there you go. Really feel that strength. And it certainly is just a little warning, I suppose, to be careful how you're spending your resources, what you're doing with them. But I know you're doing some studies, so I think that's time well spent, invested. So I think you're on the right path there, Caitlin, with what you're doing. And Nat, good evening. Oh, I didn't see you here. I'll do one for you because you're one of my regulars. Here we go. I don't mind spending time, but I still haven't actually had tea. And here's me having a gin and tonic. Shit. Up there. Oh, hang on, I forgot to change it over. Hang on. Ship is number 3 up the top on you, that one. And here we go. What we've got for you, Nat, is number 3, a ship carrying gold sails straight into view, lined in its hold of fortunes for you. If you should travel with a special friend, memories unfurl for years upon end. Wow, it is about travel, but it's also that it's a treasure, almost like the treasure chest of pirate ships, isn't it? I think that's it, and it indicates an adventure coming up. So I do think that maybe you should be planning some time as a holiday with that ship showing up. And I can't remember if you've mentioned that you are going on one soon. This is where my memory fails me. So there you go. You've got a card there, Nat. So wonderful, wonderful. It's been a fun night just doing it like I like pressing buttons, as you know. And one night we'll be able to have Leanne on again. I'm sure that things will even out for them as Tara moves through her chemo and all that that's happening for them. So lovely to be able to share with you tonight. You do keep my evenings enjoyable on a Friday night. Thank you. And there you go. And there you go from Caitlin. Makes total sense. And thank you. It's good to know you're on the right path. Oh, I do feel it. Yes. Thank you. You'll watch the replay. Hey, and that's the thing. I'm hoping I haven't seen anything freeze up tonight, so hopefully there will be the full replay to watch. It's just some fun too. I mean, it's so nice to share time and space with people that we grow to love and become like the family, and even inviting others in. It's wonderful to see new faces too. So thank you to each and every one of you. Now, I do have this link that I put up. I'm pretty sure this link actually works. It's just to do, to offer you the $30 curiosity tea card reading. I haven't got them, I haven't done them here, obviously, but this is a quick and easy way for me to actually share the link into the chat. I don't have to type it in afterwards and all the rest. And I know this one actually works. So if you're wanting to invest a little bit of time, it's 15, 30 minutes, I don't know. It just takes what time it takes for this one. So thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. And thank you, Naomi. And from you too, Diane, the wonderful thank yous. And a fantastic weekend, of course. I am back on tomorrow morning. You'll need to watch the replay. Oh, yeah. I've been a tad distracted. There's nothing wrong with being distracted, I can tell you. We just show up when we can. The perfect timing for anything is when it actually happens. And that's how I understand what our whole lives is. The energy is that what we have in our lives is what we've planned for, even if it's not the finer detail nitty gritty. We move in the direction that we're meant to, and as things happen is the perfect timing for all aspects of why we're doing things and why things happen. So look, continue to enjoy your evening, continue to enjoy a wonderful weekend all week until we meet again next Friday night. And for those that love to come in on the mornings at 8 a.m., so that would be close enough to the 11 hours away-ish. I do that daily Lenormand card spread reading in the mornings as well. So that definitely is just the Lenormand. I might do a tarot, again, that transparent tarot next week, or even crack another deck, because I've got some that I bought years ago that I haven't even actually opened the packets. We'll see. It could be something different. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and we'll see you next time. No, namaste.